As the afternoon session of the budget debate continued on Wednesday in the National Assembly, Minister of Foreign Affairs Hugh Todd made his presentation while preferring the view that the APNU AFC have been destructive to Guyana and that the PPPC has been carrying Guyana on its back post-independence. The minister further posited that the PPPC will be taking over the majority of the APNU AFC strongholds come next election.
We're not dealing with like-minded people. We are not dealing with people who we can work with. But we will have to guide them and ensure that we can win their supporters, because come 2025, that house will have very few seats. We will take Georgetown. We will take Linden. We will take Nabopolis. We will take Golden Grove. We will take number 5 as well.
Don Haskins Williams, representing the APNU AFC, urged the PPPC members of Parliament to take pattern from the APNU AFC while it was in government and the steps it took to reverse poverty to prosperity. She further questioned how pensioners in far-flung hinterland communities will benefit, noting also that the coalition government during its tenure delivered 3-bedroom houses to several families in many indigenous communities in collaboration with the International Development Bank. She further stated that while the budget offers water and light to pensioners free of cost, it is nonsensical if metered water and electricity are not made available.
Mr. Speaker, it therefore means that this measure has no absolute meaning to my grandparents living in those communities. They will never benefit from this measure as long as electricity and metered water is not made accessible to them.
Minister of Amerindian Affairs Pauline Sukai, in support of the budget, posited that youths were disappointed under the previous administration and she does not wish for her administration to follow in its footsteps.
So, following in the footsteps of the APNU AFC coalition government is not what I want for this country. It is not what I want for the young people of this country. It is not what I want for the women of this country. It is not what I want for the Amerindians in this country.
Ronald Cox, who represents the APNU AFC coalition, stated that Budget 2020 is a stratagem designed to attract attention. He also mentioned that persons in hinterland communities still have to paddle in canoes to get to hospital for emergency services and posited that the budget lacks technological vision for hinterland communities, especially during the time of a global pandemic when virtual learning has become essential.
But the question is, was the development enough in 23 years? Mr. Speaker, the development in Amerindian communities over the last 5 years could be equivalent to that 23 years in their government. It is paramount and an indication of greater focus on hinterland development by the APNU AFC administration. Moreover, the decentralization of many social services is a testimony of a better life for all Guyanese.
Yvonne Fredericks Pearson, who supports Budget 2020, stated that members of Parliament would have been in the National Assembly long before presenting and debating Budget 2020 had the APNU AFC done the honourable thing and stepped down when it lost the elections. She posited that the previous administration failed to deliver land titles to indigenous communities and further chastised the opposition for referring to Budget 2020 as an abomination. Other speakers for the afternoon session included Dr. Karen Cummings and Natasha Singh Lewis of the APNU AFC and Dr. Vindhya Prasad and Jennifer Westford for the PPPC. The budget debate will continue on Thursday at the Artichung Conference Centre at 10 hours and will be live streamed on Facebook via the Parliament of Guyana Facebook page and their website www.parliament.gov.gy. Wendell Badrie for the HGP Nightly News.